Yo, what's good? It's Chanmanhouseofb.a.r.f. Told myself I was going to doze off, but didn't. Filled out a couple job applications. Um, what else I do? Did a couple things. So didn't end up getting around to dozing off. But it's all good. It's all good. Um, so I just want to touch base real quick because I pulled my CCL transaction back up real quick. I'm trying to just look at this real quick. So last week I sold a short put on here. Let me see if I can actually pull up the information. Go back 30 days. I don't even think I necessarily need to go back that far. And I'm gonna put in CCL. So back on January 11th, 2024 at approximately 12:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I sold a short put on Carnival. Let me see what the full name of this thing is. Carnival Corporation, the hospitality company, the cruise company. And today I got assigned. So I have cost basis 17. I sold the contract for about 7 cents. So, got a little change on it to get assigned. It wasn't much. So what I'm going to do now, I got to go, so I got to go pay some bills. So not saying that there's going to be any contracts that are really crazy worth it. Because it's probably not going to be. But, and not to mention, let me see what Carnival's doing, even if it's the calls. I mean, it's okay. So it's not like the calls are going to be super expensive. But, so I'm looking at about a week out. Let me see this week. Yeah, they got an 1850 going for like $3 or 3 cents. Sorry, excuse me. So let me go like 10 days up. So if I was able to, I could get the $3, which again, that's completely fine with me. It's not the best for me because let me see, there's only 3 trading days this week, and then if I was able to get $3, I'd basically make $1 a day, which is fine with me. I know there's people out there making 1,000 a day and everything. If I can make $1 a day, you know what I'm saying? It's approximately about 250 trading days in a year. I've at least found a way to make $250 a year. And then of course, if you can increase that, then eventually you can get to points where you're making, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000 a day or whatever. I'm pretty sure, scammers and whatnot are making tens of thousands of dollars a day. It's all types of stuff, man. It's all types. I'm not concerning myself with all that. I'm staying in my lane, doing what I do. I'm good. Just, trusting in God, putting God first, taking care of my family. So then, of course, if you manage to find a way to make $10 a day, you've found a way to make $2,500 a year extra. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little things like that, that I think about. And to a point of, let's just even say, there's about 250 trading days in a year. If you find a way to make like $80 a day, you found out a way to make approximately $20,000 a year. And this is just on your investments. You know what I'm saying? And that's a salary. My first job was probably about $20,000, $25,000 a year. My first probably 2 jobs, working in retail and whatnot, probably $20,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? It didn't bother me none. I was probably 15, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Working. And you say, oh, well, you can't work at 15 years old. Yeah, you can. You just gotta get this piece of paper signed by your parents saying that you're allowed to work. And and I was anxious to like get out on my own, get my own car and whatnot. So I was like, yo, I'm anxious to get out of here. Um, so so I wanted to start working early. So I'm looking at some other contracts. So again, my cost basis is about $17 for my underlying. Um, so for example, if I find a contract for like $18, that's a dollar times 100. You know what I'm saying? I just make $100, and then I'd be out of the position. Then I go sell another short put or whatever it is. And that's why I'm kind of like changing my strategy even when I'm long term investing. You know how many times I was long term investing and would be up 50, 60%, whatever on an investment, right? I, I may have taken some cream off the crop. I may have. Or just let it sit there and was like, la da da, I'm a long term investor. Warren Buffett has held Coca Cola since in the 1930s. I'm going to be like Warren Buffett. Yay. You know? And now I'm like, you dumb fucking idiot. Next thing you know, that stock, I'm down 50, 60%. I'm like, oh, no worries. It's okay. I'm just going to hold on to this, blah, 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 forever until, I can give it to my kids under step-up cost basis because Warren Buffett held Coca-Cola since the 1930s, and I want to be like Warren Buffett. Yay. And now I'm totally... My bad about that. So now I'm totally different now, where I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Not saying I'm a long-term investor, but trading it differently. You know what I'm saying? Just trading it differently. Doing it differently. You want to be a long-term investor in some stock. It's okay to let it go. You know what I'm saying? You can be a long-term investor in that stock. Doesn't mean you have to just hold the stock forever. And if you want, let's just say you are down on the stock 50, 60%, and you happen to have the funds and the eligibility, cash secured puts, I don't even think, that's like level 1 eligibility. Eligibility goes up to like, I would say, as far as I know, level 5. Level 4, level 5 is like is like lower interest rates on your margin, any type of trade you want to do. I don't even know. But level 1 is essentially like cash secured puts and probably covered calls, and then in between there it goes different ways. Level 1 eligibility, you should be able to sell a cash secured put. That shouldn't be any problem at all. But don't take my advice. Talk to your broker dealer. Blah blah blah. So I'm looking for some contracts. It's not that I want to hold this contract forever, but so let's just start from all the way out. Look, there's a December 2026, December 18th, 2026 contract. That's 1,067 days out. If I was to sell a $35 contract, I would get approximately about $100 right now. You know what I'm saying? And I would have to hold this contract forever. I could probably get, because the spread is pretty wide, so I could probably get like 200 for it, like right now. But I'd be holding that contract forever. So if I take that, and again, if it was like a couple $1,000s, I may take it. You know what I'm saying? Considering that if this thing drops down to like $14, saying my short call should cover that. Should cover at least a couple $1,000s. But let's say I make $200 on this, and I divide that by 1067 or something like that. 1067. It's approximately 19 cents a day, which is not bad considering that most people are not making 19 cents a day on some account that they have their money sitting in. So considering that I'd be willing to make 19 cents a day. Well, I'm not willing to make that, but let's say 2,000. Let's say if the contract was worth, I'll say if the contract was worth about 4,000, I might do it, because then I could actually use that money and pay some bills. It was worth like 4,000, so let me take 4,000 divided by, and I wouldn't want to go 1,000 days out. I'd probably want to do like, I probably wouldn't mind if it was like 700. So if it was worth like 4,000 and it was like a 700, it's about $5 a day. So in that case, if I can find a contract that's making about $5 a day, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. And if I do that for the remainder of the year, I'd be all right. So in that case, I see a contract going for 17 for approximately about $35, and that's about $7 a day. And my cost basis would be broken even because I got the underlying for approximately about $17, a little less than $17 considering that I got that 7 cents premium. So essentially, my cost basis is about $16, like 93, $16.93 or something like that. So I could do that, and that brings me to about that's about $7 a day, $6 and some change a day. Actually more than that because there's only 3 days in this week. So, and the delta is super high, meaning that I probably would get assigned. It'll probably go up to 1735 plus, and then the person will want to assign me, then I'm out of there. Then there's another delta 26. Delta, it's a couple ways that it's explained. Essentially, if the stock moves $1, this is how much cents that your contract will increase, something like that. And then on the other end, the percentage of the contract staying in the money or out of the money. So, for example, this contract that I'm selling has a delta of 0.26. So essentially, there's a 26% chance that this will stay out of the money, meaning that I'll get that. So essentially, four coin flips, one time it's going to hit. So out of the money just basically means with a call, out of the money just basically means that the market price stays below my strike price. In the money is when the market price goes above my strike price. And when it goes above my strike price, that's most of the time I'm going to get assigned. And by assigned, it means that the buyer of the contract makes me obligated to do whatever they want me to do. So if I sell this contract, the buyer of this contract can obligate me to, they have the right to obligate me to sell them 100 shares at strike price $17 per share. And one contract is 100 shares. So I could do that. Now I could go down to like 10 days, see what they got there. Nothing too crazy, nothing more, not too much. Okay, about 30 days out, they got a 17 going for like $94. That may be interesting. What is that? $94 divided by 30. I'll be making about $3 a day. It does have a high ass delta. It's 50. But essentially, my cost basis would be covered, and I just basically would be making $100 in 30 days. Or it doesn't hit 17, and I just collect $100 in 30 days. But the $100 is not really appeasing me right now, considering my bills. That $100, that's just, to be honest, I'm not trying to be boastful or anything. That's gonna cover a dinner for a night. So I'm gonna blow through that 100 even before, Yeah, but the contracts aren't too appealing on Carnival. So, in that case, see there, yeah. The one that looks the most appealing to me right now is 1,000 days out. They got a $600 one. Now, even though it's 1,000 days out in the American style options market, you can get assigned anytime before expiration. If I'm correct, European style, the contract is the contract. The expiration date is the expiration date. In America, like, so even if I go 1,000 days out and do like a 17 and collect this, $500-$600, next week if this shit shoots up to, $23, $24, I could get assigned and be obligated to have to sell my shares, at 17, which doesn't bother me because I collected a $6 premium. So it just, the buyer has 1,000 days to make their decision. So at that pace, $6 divided by 1,000, that's about 60 cents a day, which is not bad either. So let me go back up and see. All right, so I see an 18 going for like $6, and that's $3. So I could get $6 at the end of this week. That's a delta 13. Again, meaning that this basically has like a 87% chance of staying out of the money for the next 3 days. A 13% chance of going in the money in the next 3 days. But if it does go in the money, like it does skyrocket, at least I'll get $100 or $1, per share, which is not bad. Or I get to collect $6. So I'm looking at probably 3 to 10 days. And I haven't even really looked at the implied volatility and nothing at that even. Let me take a look at this implied volatility. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any real volatility till about 90 days out, which is about April 2024. I don't know what's going on around that time. Let me see. I'm going to go look at their calendar. CCL. I just kind of want to see I know they got earnings before that, but let's see, April. Oh, yeah, it's around March 27th. Okay. So, yeah. So, April 19th, 2024 is where volatility is crazy. It's still nothing too much. I could sell at 18 and get like $1.25, which is still helpful. Still very helpful. And looking at the charts, do I think this thing is going to shoot up or anything? Nah. I don't think it's going to shoot up to no 20 or anything. So basically, I'm just going to be fooling around with this stock for the next few months, just playing around with it, selling puts on it, selling calls on it. And then if I see like any type of breakout, I'll probably sell a put, try to get assigned. I don't even know if they have dividends. Let me see if I can go to their fundamentals real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up Finviz. They always say be careful who you share your information with. Something like don't give a pig your pearls. But I just be, I'm chilling. I'm doing my research. I turn the mic on. I'm not going out of my way, because trust me, I think I heard DMX say it, man. Don't get mad at a snake for biting you. I didn't realize how many animals actually eat snakes, because you got to realize this is all evolution, how they develop their venom and whatnot. It's all evolution, they're getting eaten by every damn animal. They need to, build a defense for themselves. And it's not like they can grow arms and legs or whatnot, or maybe not yet, at least, so like, with human beings, I'm just like, human beings are human beings. You know what I'm saying? When you're down and you're out, nobody's there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that one friend, two friends, or those two people, family members, whatever. And when you're up, you're up, and everybody's there, latching on, and you're like, damn. And this is, as I like talking to my trap stars, only because I'm so concerned about them. Not the ones I guess are multi-billionaires or whatever millionaires. You know, I can't talk to them. They know everything. But, you know, maybe to the person that's like in it just, just because to get a pair of J's or something, try to, get a little girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, or, whatever. You really have a beautiful mind. You really are on track. It's just that because of opportunity and experience and environment, all those psychology things, you know what I'm saying, that you decided to choose to trap. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily probably the best path that you want to be on. And it seems like it right now, because you're making more money, you've traveled to different states and cities, and you've been to different countries. The time you get locked up, and it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. When you get locked up, you're probably going to have more experience than the correctional officer in life, or more experience than even the warden. You know what I'm saying? The warden going to be like 40, 50 years old and ain't been to as many states as you've been. Ain't been to as many countries, or have dated the women or the men or whatever you've dated, whatever. Ain't wear the clothes you've worn. You know what I'm saying? So how can they give you advice? But but on the main end, on the other end, if that energy was channeled, you know what I'm saying, in anything, you know what I'm saying, then you would, you'd be able to do different things. Maybe you're not traveling as much, maybe you're not doing as much, I don't know. But the main thing is, you're only as good as your product. And if you experienced it, you know what I mean. You got everything clicking for years. Then your plug or whatever gets locked up or shot dead or something. And now you're out. You're out. And you're like, fuck. I always knew I shouldn't have never put all my eggs in one basket, but based off loyalty but there's no honor in a room full of, the term is thieves, but thieves, addicts, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Birds of a feather flock together, but dude, there's no honor in that room. The rules of the game, if I don't know anything about the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard people talk about it and whatnot. But like I said, if there's any rules to the game, I would say number one rule to the game, there are no rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take out who you take out, you do what you do, everything you can do it. If you can't do it, move on, whatever. There are no rules in this game. So, yes, essentially, when you're down and you're out, ain't nobody going to be listening to you. Ain't nobody going to be hearing about you, nothing. You ain't rich, you broke. But on the other end, when you're up, you're up. Everybody want to ride with you. Everybody want to be cool with you. Everybody want to be in the pictures. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, right, me personally, I do this shit. I really don't care. I'm not stressing out, for real. I got my phone. I turned on the mic, and I'm sitting here doing some research, and it is what it is. So, I was taking a look at CCL. I just wanted to see real quick if they do got a dividend. And they ain't got no dividend. That was a long way around to just get to that. They ain't got no dividend. Also, let me see they PE ratio. They don't. I don't know, something going on with their earnings because they don't look like there's a PE. But it does look like in the future they're saying it does. If I've got the forward PE correct, I think that means that people will eventually be wanting to pay more for this in the future. But that's something you can't really base that on. Yeah, so excuse me. So let me see real quick. So yeah, you basically get the gist. I'm about to go in here, try to because the other thing is if it had a nice dividend, I may try to sell a contract like way out there. But even when I'm talking about being a long-term investor, so you can be a long-term investor. Like, it's not that you're, but at some points, it's like take a little cream off the crop. You know what I'm saying? Realize some of those gains. All of them are, all your gains are unrealized, and then they drop down, and then you're sitting there trying to, I'm DCAing, dollar cost averaging, and it's like, dog, you were up 50%, man. You could have even just took 25, 30%, whatever. And then you could have went back, when you saw it was down, dollar cost average then, or sold short puts on it then. so many different strategies, even for a long-term portfolio, that I wasn't implementing. I was long-term, not even set it, forget it. It'll be there in the future. And it's like, nah, man, you could have approached it just a little differently. Just a little different. There was no need to just handle it like that. I mean, it did fairly well. But I'm in the future, even if I want to be in the stock forever, I mean, it's no need to just, set on it and forget it, and say that, hey, I'm going to give it to my kids, step up cost basis. No, shit, if that thing is up and then set, I don't know, I'm not even good at using my alerts. And then set like an alert, say, hey, if this stock ever drops back down, or sell a short put, saying if it ever gets to this price, sell a short put 300 days out. If it gets to this price in 300 days, I'll get back in it. It's not a big deal at all. And your put is still trading, so you may not be an owner of the underlying, but you got an option contract on it. So essentially you got the gist what I'm about to do with CCL. I'm about to get a contract, I'm about to try to find a contract. I see about 38 days out, they got an 18 for about $59. Probably could sell that. And then it's 18. So that'd be $1 per contract that I would get. So just those, and then I also see a 19 going for approximately about 30 cents, 40 days out. I haven't found the one that I'm going to sell, but I'm going to sell one. I'm going to sell one probably for like $18, $19. I'm going to try to sell it for like 17 days out. Let me see, 17 days out. 17 days out, there's an 18 going for approximately about $31, $32. I may do that one. And then I basically just keep this process going for a little while, as long as I can, for a little while, seriously, still got these bills and everything piling up. But yeah, that's what I'm basically going to do. I just want to touch base and let y'all know. Be doing some more research. If I'm up to it, I'll turn the mic back on and let y'all know what I'm doing. Thank you to everybody who stops by and kicks it with me. I appreciate it. I'm Chanman, House of B.A.R.F. Yo, what's good? Thank you for coming to the House of B.A.R.F. I'm Chanman, and before we get started, I would just like to emphasize that the content that we share on House of B.A.R.F. is for informational and entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors, and the information provided should not be considered as professional financial advice. Investing and financial decisions involve risk. It is crucial to do your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any financial choices. The opinions expressed on House of B.A.R.F. are of our own and do not reflect the views of any organizations that we may be affiliated with. Please remember that past performance is not indicative of future results, and the financial landscape can change rapidly. Always conduct thorough due diligence and seek financial advice from a financial advisor tailored to your personal needs and circumstances. By listening to this podcast, you agree that the host, and in the future if we have any guests, are not responsible for any financial decisions you make as a result of the information presented on House of B.A.R.F. Now let's dive into today's episode. I am thrilled to introduce you to an exciting new storybook journey that I believe will capture your imagination. Allow me to present Langston Manxton's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure, a compelling short story that promises to transport you to a world of interest, excitement, and learning. The title of the book is Langston Manxton's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure by Chandler Hayes. In a world of colorful imagination and captivating stories, a new children's book has emerged to empower our young minds with crucial life lessons, life skills, and financial literacy. Langston Manxon's Kool-Aid Adventure is a cheering short story written by a talented Black author who understands the importance of equipping our youth in the early stages of life with the tools they need to navigate the realm of money, savings, and smart choices. Meet Langston Manxon and his imaginary best friend, Zonky, a pink elephant, two curious souls who embark on an adventure around the vibrant landscape of Wichita, Kansas, where Langston Manxon sets out to accomplish multiple goals and is met with obstacles that he must overcome. Langston Manxon and Zonky discover valuable lessons of talking about finances in the home in order to gain knowledge. Langston Manxon, with a little bit of confidence, the guidance of supportive parents, the help of community members like Mr. Tiller, and his imaginary best friend Zonky, Langston Manxon learns about the value of money and how to save, the importance of making thoughtful spending decisions, the significance of thinking outside the box when met with challenges with money, and the joys of sharing with others. Through relatable experiences and engaging storytelling, young readers are introduced to the fundamental concepts of money, such as earning, saving, and spending responsibly. Langston Manxon set savings goals, teaching children the importance of planning for future needs and dreams. The book celebrates diversity and the different perspectives on money, shedding light on its role in different people's lives. The characters' interactions emphasize the joys of serving others, the gift of sharing, and making a positive impact in their community. The pages of Langston Manxon's Kool-Aid Adventure come to life with vibrant illustrations. The colorful and imaginative visuals not only captivate young readers, but also enhance their understanding of complex financial concepts. Langston Manxon's Kool-Aid Adventure is coming soon to bookstores and online realtors. It is a must-have addition to any child's library, fostering essential life skills while sparking the joy of reading. Empower the young minds in your life with the gift of financial literacy and imagination. Join Langston Manxon, Zonky, family, and friends on their extraordinary journey of running a drink stand to set them on the path of a brighter future. Your opinion means a great deal to me. I would be honored if you would consider exploring Langston Manxon's Kool-Aid Adventure and sharing your thoughts. Your feedback could play an invaluable role in shaping the future of this project. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to discuss the book further, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Your support in spreading the word about Langston Manxon's Kool-Aid Adventure would mean the world to me, and I deeply appreciate your consideration. I am a passionate advocate for financial literacy. Me, Chandler Hayes, and am excited to join the community of storytellers. With a background in finances, I am driven to inspire children to embark on their own adventures of learning and discovery through the power of literature. Langston Manxon's Kool-Aid Adventure is a heartfelt endeavor to promote financial literacy in a fun and accessible way. As a Black author, I'm committed to providing children of all backgrounds with the tools for success, and I am proud to contribute to a more financially informed generation. Thank you for taking the time to explore this advertisement, and I look forward to the possibility of sharing this extraordinary literature adventure with you. Please feel free to contact me. You can reach me at the email c287gph@gmail.com. All right, thank you. Warmest regards. Have a great day. God bless.